morning, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend and got to enjoy some of the beautiful weather outside. Today is Monday, May 4th, and we are back for another week of remote learning and another morning motivation. Let me tell you a little bit more about our plan for today. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some more pictures from Spirit Week. We have some of people who are wearing their Brook gear or their college gear from Thursday, and then we actually have a couple old pictures from people wearing their pajamas on, I think that was on Tuesday when we did that. So we'll share those pictures from Spirit Week, and remember, if you have any more, definitely still send them to me if I haven't put them in Morning Motivation yet, because I know your friends would love to see your different Spirit Week gear. The next thing that we'll do is we're going to do the Brook Creed. We're going to have Liam from Holy Cross lead it again for us today. So you probably remember Liam led it a couple weeks ago. He's going to lead it again today, and I'm still looking for more people who want to lead it for the first time. So if you're interested in leading it for the first time, send me a video and you can definitely lead later this week. Then we'll come back together for some shout outs and a goal for today, and we'll do a core value song. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the Spirit Week pictures. Check out these pictures and notice all your friends in their Spirit Week gear. Let's take a look.
Check out my team. Oh, yeah. Working as hard as can be, we will succeed. Oh, yeah. It's our responsibility. Check out my team. Oh, yeah. Working as hard as can be, we will succeed. Oh, yeah. It's our responsibility. Let me tell you about my team. We get the job done because we know two heads are better than one. If you lend me your hand, well then I'll lend you mine, and the results will be better in half the time. Check out my team. Oh, yeah. Working as hard as can be, we will succeed. Oh, yeah. It's our responsibility.
I'm a book scholar. I have the power to determine who I am, who I become, and what I do in life. I will stay focused on achieving excellence. I will make smart choices because I respect myself, my teammates, and my community. Today is a step on my back to success.
Liam, awesome job leading the Brook Creed for us today. Thank you so much for leading that, and I look forward to seeing more of your friends lead it later this week. All right, let's go ahead and get into shout-outs for this morning. This morning we have 3 shout-outs, and all 3 shout-outs are for kindergartners, which is really cool. So our first 2 shout-outs come from Miss Crawford. The first one is for Cameron in Holy Cross. Cameron has been doing an incredible job during distance learning, always staying positive, always getting really into his work, and always having a smile on his face. Every single time he conferences with Miss Crawford can tell how excited he is to learn, and it makes her day so much better because she sees how excited Cameron is, and it gets her really excited for distance learning as well. So Cameron, awesome positivity and leadership that is really contagious and helps other people to feel positive as well. Let's give 2 claps for Cameron. Our next shout out also comes from Miss Crawford, and it's a shout out for K. Michael. K. Michael has been so diligent. That means really, really focused when he has been at home learning. He has been submitting all of his ELA and all of his math assignments, and he's been working really hard on those assignments. So every time Miss Crawford calls him to conference over the phone, he always shares his thinking and is getting a ton of problems right because he's working so hard to grow his brain when he's at home. K. Michael, that shows awesome focus and great leadership when you're learning from home. Let's give 2 claps for K. Michael. Our next shout out comes from Mrs. Olette, and it is a shout out for Lucas. Mrs. Olette did a conference with Lucas, and he read the book Biscuit Goes Camping to her. And Mrs. Olette was so impressed by his really smooth reading and his reading that was paying a lot of attention to the punctuation that he saw in the book. Lucas was noticing when it was the end of the sentence and he was stopping and taking a breath, and that helps the person who's listening to the story really understand what you're saying and what you're reading about. Lucas, that is awesome reading, and we can tell you've been practicing a ton at home. Let's give 2 claps for Lucas. All right, moving into our goal for today. So today is Monday. It's going to be a brain goal, something that's really going to get your brain working. And so today what I've been thinking a lot about is hopefully a ton of us are reading a lot more when we're at home. I know I'm starting to read a lot more than I had been before because I have more time. And so reading is a great activity that you can use to fill that extra time that you have. And one thing that's really cool about reading is that you can share the books that you're reading with other people, and you can tell them whether you liked the book or whether you didn't like the book. So let me give you an example of that. Yesterday, actually, my mom sent me a text message and she shared a book that she was reading. She said, I'm reading this book that's by an author named Trevor Noah. Maybe some of you know him. He also has a TV show. And I'm really, really enjoying it. Have you read it? Would you like to read it after me? And I had actually already read the book before. I read it a couple of years ago, and I shared that with my mom, and we started talking about the things that we liked about the book and things that we thought were really interesting about the book and why we liked it so much. And when you share books with other people, that makes other people want to read too, because they get excited about the stories that you're telling them about. So right now I want you to think, you've probably read a ton of books since you've been home. What is your very favorite book that you have read during your time at home? Think about it now. Your very favorite book. Okay, hopefully you have one in your head right now. Now I want you to think about what happened in that book and why you liked it so much. Think about that for a second. Why did you like that book so much? Okay, I'm going to share my example and then I'm going to give you some ideas of things that readers oftentimes like about books. So my favorite book that I have read so far during my time away from school is actually one that I'm still reading right now. It's called Just Mercy. And I really am enjoying that book because it's teaching me new things. Every day when I read, even if it's only just a couple pages, I'm learning something new about the topic. And so I'm really enjoying that book. So maybe you like a book because you've been learning a lot when you've been reading it. Or maybe you're reading a fiction story and you like the book a lot because you just love the characters and you think the characters are super interesting. Or maybe you're reading a book that's making you laugh a lot and that's why you like it. So right now, think about that book. What's the book that you've loved? And think about the reason why you like it so much. Okay. Your goal today is to do a book review of that exact book. So you can either write down what the book is and why you like it so much, or you can draw a picture showing your favorite part from the book. And my challenge to you is to share that with me so that I can share it with everybody else who's watching Morning Motivation. Because then maybe someone will get to enjoy that same book just like you enjoyed it. Okay, so take a look. My phone number and my email address are on the side of the screen right now. If you do your book review today, either written out or a picture, send it to me and I'll share it in Morning Motivation so that we can recommend books to each other and we can all really enjoy reading the same books that we've enjoyed when we're at home. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into our core value song for today. Our core value song for today is going to be Focus. Remember, if you're interested in leading one of the core value songs later this week or later this month, then go get mom or dad or aunt or uncle and have them record you leading the song right now and then send that to me and you can be our morning motivation leader for the core value song. Okay, go ahead and stand up and let's get ready for focus time.
Yes, we can. It's focus time. Focus time. It's focus time. Everybody to the focus ride. To learn at school, focus is what to do. And so for those of you confused, here's a little review. Sit up straight. Come on, don't slouch. You're at school, you're not at home on the couch. Now put your eyes on the speaker to show them respect. That's how you show them that you care, and that's what people expect. Hold your hands to keep from playing, and nod your head, yes, if you know what they're saying. Oh, and think about what is being said. Raise your hand only if the answer's inside your head. It's focus time. 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 Hold your hands. Hold your hands. Hold your hands. Hold your
everyone, that is all we have for today. I hope you enjoy your Monday and that you remember to work at some point today on that brain goal that we have of writing a book review, either what you loved about the book in words or your favorite part of the book in a picture. And if you do that, make sure to share it with me so that I can share it with all of your friends in kindergarten through second grade. All right, everyone, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow morning.